So, ladies and gents, welcome to Ostriv. Now, a lot of you people ask me, is it worth it? Is it a lot of questions? And I figured, well, why not start a series, see how it goes. Now, there's been an update now. I think we're on Alpha 5 update 26 or something. And despite things happening, they are pumping out updates here and there. And the latest update is to the loans, which have been really good. So I will start a new game and I will try to explain my thoughts of this game. I have played very many times. So there's different maps here. You can also choose what kind of trees you want. I usually just go with pines. So we have this map. It's had unlimited limestone and limited stone. You have this. Oh crap! I went wrong. Go back. Oh, we went too far back. Technical difficulties. Let's try again. Yeah, I wasn't going to click the map. It's just going to show you the map. So we'll try again. Yeah. So unlimited iron, limited stone and limestone. You can see here's a river. These are trees. Here's a river. Got unlimited iron, limited stone and limestone. We have this one, unlimited iron, stone and limestone. I prefer this map. We also have this kind of these rivers going here and there. And we have this kind of get you a Manhattan Island thing above there. And we have this kind of crisscrossing here. And we got this ocean map. And we got this one with a lot of wide rivers and stuff. But for this one, we will go with map 3. There we go. Now you can zoom out. You can spin around with the right mouse. Zoom with the wheel. These are kind of snows. I'm gonna just put it on pause. Yeah. We have at the beginning 2,000 coin. Resources sold and stuff. Population. We'll get more into this later. This is our treasury. See, you can't do anything with the prices yet. Build a town hall to gain control over the economy. And there's a lot of stuff here. See, here's loans. All kinds. We'll go through this later on. So, you can also use WSAD and kind of move around the map. See, this is an unlimited stone. And here we have some small stones. There we have limestone here, unlimited, and some of that. So you can see the map. This is kind of what you're looking at, the red dot you see moving across down here. If I flip this around, I like to have it this way, then everything is coming in here. This place here is where traders come in with boats. So if you block off here, you need a trader right here, or you can't trade. And there are kind of openings. You see, this is the map line, the red dot. And if I do, let's see if we can find the dot. Might not see it yet. No, I'll show you the dot later. All 4 corners have, or all 4 sides has this. So the first thing we have to do, I always like to keep it on pause. We need to choose a place to put our thing. Now we can't put it here because we haven't built a bridge over here, so we can't access this until we have a bridge. We can build here, anywhere you want to. Now I like to start out around here and place that down. Now you see, build a forest of wood, amount of wood stored That's 1100. If we zoom in here, now everything is paused, so there's no movement. We see we have a well here for some water. This is all the storage we have at the moment. This is kind of our camp center. We have migration allowed. That means people can come and join us. We also have some wood lying there, and these guys are all living in tents all around here. So we are going to start. You see, there is a religion. We have a church, chapel, burial plots and stuff like that. Health, we got a barber that will service a small basic medical thing. Education, we have for children to go to school. Decorations, a lot of different fences, gates, and trees, and birdhouse, bell post. These don't do anything for like morale or anything yet, but they might do soon. There's also some gazebos. I think there's a DLC building you can purchase extra also. Everything I show you is in the base game. So we got government, we have a town hall, and we have a construction shed. This used to be construction office, but last update he changed it because he needs that name for something else. So I'm guessing we'll get a construction office later on. Here's trade and transport. We got hay barracks, small and big. We got a granary for food. And we got a smaller granary, warehouses, stone. These can store either stone, limestone, or iron. We got a trading post, trading dock, markets to sell stuff. You need these car partings because of bridges, stable for horses, wagon shed, car shed, single, and pavements if you want to use that. In production, we have forestry, tannery, all kinds of different buildings. We'll go into that later, but first we need a forestry. So first forestry can't be placed on trees because nobody is here to cut them down. Now you can hold shift to kind of place down multiple, T and R to rotate. If you hold control and rotate, it goes slower. If you want to really go into it, F will just flip it around 90 degrees. So we are going to place this out, and we are going to place that out right about, let's just do it there. Now see, this is the building queue. Since we're on pause, nothing will be built here. We have builders in here. We also have, if I just press game speed 1 up, and you'll see they'll start moving around in here. I only did that because then you see we have 18 adults, 9 men, 9 women looking for job. In total 12, 3 men and 9 women. And as you can see here, we have room for more, but it kind of takes a while to switch them out, so I'm just gonna put 1 dude more in building for this moment. We are going to start to build that. Now we can speed this up. See, then they're picking up their carts and doing their thing. Gathering all the resources. Let's see, wood storage is going down fast. There. And soon they'll start the building process, which I just love watching. How they do it. See, they've started putting poles down. You can kind of see it from different angles. They're just sitting around doing nothing, the women. We'll have some jobs for them. Now there's some jobs women can't do in this game. Just an FYI. But that's okay. See how they're building? Isn't this cool? I love this. Well, do not rush things in this game. Yeah, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. If you rush, you're gonna forget things, and then, oops, you have a problem. So, almost done now. There. I pause it again. So, yeah, we need 9 houses, and we need a clay pit. So, let's do a clay pit. Not sure where the clay pit is at the moment, because he switched this around. Here's the clay pit. And you see the bluish thing on the bottom there? That's where they enter the clay pit. And you see, can't dig here because there's no clay in the ground. We need it where there's clay. So I like to build this right next there. See, it queued up there. Now, we need people to work here. So we're going to click 2 of those because we had, see, 2 men looking for job. So they'll go in there. Now you can see, you can mark tree for removal. That doesn't work quite as good as I had hoped. But we can also plant trees. I like to start up one of those right away. So you see, kind of have this pole here. There, you left click to start a point. And if you want to cancel it, you right click it again. Let's see, 50 is the max. If I see, I went back here again. I right clicked, then left click, try to get it there, 50 times 50. And I need to find that sweet spot. And 50 times 50. Now they will prioritize cutting down from here. Now we also needed 9 houses before the winter. So there's different houses. There's a tavern. I'll go into that later. There's row houses, but we can't build any of that yet. So houses with garden and basic houses. I usually only make houses with gardens. And I'll get into that later. And shift. We can do that. And that. And that. And that. That's 4 houses. I'll take 1, 2, 3. And you see here, they need to remove some trees for that. There. Now they only needed 9. I like to put it in because that's the 9th. But I kind of like to finish up this there. Now I can pause this one and this one. The reason why I pause this is because I don't want those, because then I can move this like the queue, and I always have this in the back. If I didn't pause this, they would start going after this, and that's a long way in the beginning to get wood. I would rather them cut down what's close to us here. So we got our 9 houses set up. You see, while your houses are being built, try decorating your settlement. Place something from the, like a bench or a bush. So we can start this on a low pace. And we will go into here. I like to have some benches. See, place occupied. Here is where their fence for their properties. See, they're digging the clay pit. So I like to put benches outside here. In my experience, you can never have too many benches. These are free to build, doesn't cost anything. Just place them out wherever you can. See, now the clay pit is done. They'll start building a house. There. 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 And there. Now if you want, you can speed this up. That's double the speed. See, they're building up, and see, they're starting to use the benches here. Getting the clay. See the building process of a building. Here's the clay pots. These are nails. Building like crazy. Now, we have until winter. That's, we're in March now, so 1st of December, if you don't have 9 houses, you're gonna lose some people. So, be aware of that. As soon as they are done with this, I'm gonna pause the game again, because we need to get the women to do some stuff. Yeah, they're kind of a waste of resources now. Come on. Gathering more material. You can also click on it, and then you'll see here, all resources are collected. Here. And you see the building process here. You can also go into and learn about everything in the game. Building like crazy. And you see here, they're already started gathering resources to the next house. So they are efficient. Alright. As I say, you can go even faster. We'll do that later. But now I'm kind of just showing you the ropes. I'm building a furnace so they don't freeze during winter. Look at the house being built. Oh, only one builder now, but he's doing it. Oh, they all left us. No more builders. Yeah, they're coming back. I just love this production sequence. Yeah, I just love it. Almost done with the house. Yeah, just some thatch roof, and we are done. Finish up. There, house is ready. And see, they instantly moved in. I'm not sure which tent that is. This one, I think. So after they move in, the tent will kind of disappear. But we are giving the woman something to do. So I'm going to pause the game here again. We go into hay dryers. I put one there. Put one there. Put the one there. One there. I'm going to put one there. Now if you go into this, it's not a mowing season. You can see there, mowing season is May through September. But if we go in here, you can see hire options. You can hire men, women, and children. If I do that, no men will do this, and we're going to lower the wages a bit and then apply to all. So as soon as March hit, they will start drying up that. So there's something for them to do there. Now, let's start this up again. This is something the game doesn't tell you. Water. We need water for our citizens. So I'm gonna flip this around. And we're gonna have one water here. And I'm gonna have put one water. Let's put that here also. There. Now, there is smart to have one of these waters get ready in the beginning. So I'm going to put that in the queue there. Now, remember those 9 houses, that's the limit. We can also decorate some more. some benches on this side. There. And see, because of that, I don't have room for a bench there, but we can flip it around and just put it here. And then there. And there. They are doing their thing. We go in here. We are making the 20 log marker here. They will fill it up more, especially if you have things that needs cutting. We're making 10,000 wood, 10,000 firewood. We're not making any bark yet because we don't need it. I'll explain all of this later also. So we have that going on now. If you go into here, this is all our city resources. Now, there are a few things I like to start building before we need it. And that is it in production? It's food production, normal production, charcoal piles. Yeah, we're going to need charcoals because we are going to be smelting and making nails and stuff later on. So I want one here. And I go into here. And for now, see, click on all these so they can deliver it by all means. But I'm not going to make the men do it. I'm going to make the women do it. There. We're going to change the wages and stuff later on, but now I really need all the men to do the building. But the women can take the firewood, stock up on this, and it'll get like to 10,000, and you get about 9,500 coal or something for that, I think. And it's not kind of one-to-one exactly. It's a bit random. Now, next house is done. We can speed this up some more. Go full throttle. And they're building like crazy here now. We're in April. They haven't started moving anything here. They're just looking. Oh, now they're moving. Can't find firewood because they haven't made enough firewood yet. So that's all the firewood that was available. But you can see they will continue moving in. So we are going forward here. Now this queue can be endless if you want it to be. But it's kind of hard to see, and then you figure out, oh, I forgot to put in wells, and now we don't have water, and a few things like that. Now, there's different water. This is our best source of drinking water. Basic source, and basic source of livestock. These can be built like here. I could place one out there, and then I could just leave it there. And see, now they're gathering. Yeah, they're gathering hay. So just grass being dried out. Max is 400. Now we don't have anything, anywhere to store this yet. But at least now we have 2,000 hay ready to go. Oh, and the well is done. Go into the well. And we're saying that's just for citizen. That means they won't use from this well for production. And we'll go into that later on with production. That's why I placed out a well there for production. Now this is just building. Now if you want to, let's remove these things. You can decorate some more by placing some more benches. As I said, you can never have too many benches. We can flip around here, and we can even put a bench in right there. And I also like to have in front of these there. There. And we could even have one if they get tired of this. And now we see they need to chop that down. I don't mind them chopping down that one. So then I will just do that, and they will go and chop down this tree next. As soon as they're ready. Yeah, they're in here somewhere. You can click there and see where they are. See, here they come. Oh, choppy, choppy. See, they brought down the tree. Now, if I want them to, let's say, this tree is kind of in my way. If I go remove, they will chop down that one. Now, see, he's using the bench we just put out. You can also protect it, then they will never cut it down. Well, go to work, guys. Where'd you go? Okay, see, same with that thing here, this thing. It doesn't always work. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I told you. Okay, they are doing their building. I'm going to pause it here because how are we doing in our storage? We are getting low on thatch. We got nails, we got iron. So what I want to do is go into production. And I would like a, where is it? A thatchery. So I'm going to place a thatchery down here. There. And I am going to place that in. Have it started building up yet? I don't like to go before when they've started collecting stuff, but we'll put it in here. Now I know 9 houses, but I've done this a few times, so it should be good. And speed it up again. Getting close to an episode, but these episodes will probably last a bit longer than 30 minutes. And I'm not going to show everything. When we end this episode, I might build up a few things, and then we will continue when everything is built up. So, there's the house. Yeah, I can't speed it up any more than we have sped it up, so that's it. While we wait for the thatch to come in, we can go into here. You see, these are getting damaged. So we will need someone to repair them eventually. Our stores is okay for now. But I'm thinking I should put in, because nails is the first thing that's going to be a problem. So I'm gonna, yeah, I haven't gotten used to the new thingamabob. We need a smithy. And I'm gonna place that smithy right here. There. Switch that up so they'll move that. Now, 4 houses, they're building there, so 3 more houses. I'm thinking actually that we're going to put him in there, so he can start production. Now see, this is full. Now we got just 8,000 charcoal out of that, but we have some firewood. Now we can put in another charcoal pile. We'll put that right next to this one. There. And if I go into here, all, they're doing the same. And filling that up also. That way we'll have a nice supply of charcoal, which we're going to need. Now the thatchery is done. So let's go into here. Keep this at this. And we are going to have just women. That, and fill that up. Now these are 80, these are 80, but you see this here, it's 90. That means all women will prioritize doing this over other jobs I put them to at this moment, because it pays more. And now they're starting to make match. That's good. We need that. We're in July now, so we are getting forward. Yes, we are. 3, so here's the marker. That means I'm going to put that. Yeah, because these are here. Actually, I'm going to do that now. And that. Now they can start cutting down the trees here. Because we kind of have a lot of firewood. We got a lot of wood and stuff like that. So that they have to go all the way here to get the wood now, not a big problem since we have everything here. Now they're going to start building this. Let's watch that building. We didn't watch this too good. And here they're building like crazy. We only got 2 houses more we need to build by August, so that's good. I also think I'm just going to pause it. We have the time. So I'm going to build a hay barrack. But I'm going to build that down here, and I'll let you know later why I'm building it here. I'm going to put that in. Yeah, they haven't started. So I'm going to put it in here, because we might get another batch also of hay with that. Hay is a thing we're going to need a lot of. We've got to keep an eye on our stores, especially nails, and later on a few other things. Now the reason why we're losing money is because we're paying our people, and we're not making any money yet. So Smith is done. Now you see, I need a worker there. And I also want them to use all kinds of stuff. You can change this up. I don't do that here, but you can also change this. Laborers are all kinds of people and give them 100 cents. Now, make sure that a worker goes in here because they earn the same as everybody. I go in here and I right click there. That means one is available, and he will soon go in there and start working. There he is there already. If I didn't do that, it would take maybe a month before they switch jobs. So that's why I kind of go in and do that. This is going to be built up pretty fast. And it doesn't take that much resources. There, it's already done. I paused it again. I'm going to here. See, they're starting. We want them to use all kinds of stuff to fill this up. And women to do the job. And we're giving them 90% at this time. Now, as I said, I will change this up. But the women aren't doing much now because we are kind of full here, and we got 9 women, so yeah, they're carrying that and filling it up. And since this is through September, they will see now that's empty, and they started filling it up again. And we just doubled our hay production. Oh well, yeah, basically we doubled it. But next season it will go even higher. As long as we can store, and we can store 7,000. Now there will be 2,000 there, or more, depending on if they can kind of do 1 lap more, because it takes a while for it to dry. Yeah, but we're getting there, and we're still in August, and we are on our almost the last house. And see, they have started chopping down trees here. So that's going well. We can also do that. Give them some more time to chop them down. No, yeah, and there's a lot of things happening soon, so I'm thinking I'm going to the episode here. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you'll keep watching. But for now, I want to say thank you, and I will record back to back on these things because there's a lot of stuff in the beginning you need to be aware of. So until I see you again, thanks for watching. Bye.